Yeah, there's snow, you're right.
Why is it still snow on Mountain Washington?
Well, it had melted in the late summer, but it snowed up there already. Their winter already started. You can see the wind is blowing up there. It's blowing the snow. See it?
Look at Mom get down.
So that was Pinkham Notch we just went through, and what a difference. We're down here below the notch now, and it's like a whole different world. You just drive 30 to 40 miles from our house and the seasons are totally different. We're about 2 weeks ahead of them right now, headed into the winter. When it comes to spring, we'll be 2 or 3 weeks behind them, so our growing season is a lot shorter than these guys down here. All right, so we're here picking some cranberries. We got a nice boggy spot. Looks like there's a ton of them out there. So let's get started.
You just pick it, put it in your bucket. They are doing the same thing. So when you're going home, or you're home, you can smash them up or grind them up and make some kind of pie, or you can make some kind of juice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look around, see what I can find.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la. La 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 la. She's waiting for love to be realized.
What do you got? Let me see. Awesome. Are those chicken of the woods or hen of the...
These are hens. Hen of the woods.
And you find them on yellow birch, or what do you find them on?
Oak stumps, mainly.
Awesome.
You can see all these, the needles.
Yep.
They need to be rinsed and stuff. It looks like a little mold there, And
Cool.
if you want more, there's another batch of them right at my house.
So these are the cranberries that we picked. We got about 1.5 gallons. These are really high in antioxidants. They have a lot of calcium and vitamin C. What I'm going to do today is first I'm going to clean them, and then I'm going to make some cranberry sauce, and I'm also going to make a cranberry and orange relish. Then I'm going to save whatever I have left to make cranberry bread, cranberry muffins. I might dry some depending on how many I have left. And there's an apple pie I want to try as well. It's got 4 cups of apples and 2 cups of cranberries. So if I have enough, I'm going to make one of those too. Berries, you can pick out any bad ones, any sticks, anything like that. They should float if they're ripe and not rotten. There's a little air pocket in them that makes them float. New England is one of the few places that you can pick these wild. It's pretty neat for us to be able to go out and pick these for ourselves. It's not something that everybody gets to experience and do where they live. All right, so we got our cranberries cleaned. We picked out all the stems and all the leaves and everything, got them washed out, got all the bad berries out. Now I'm gonna make a simple syrup for my cranberry sauce. A simple syrup is just equal parts sugar and water. I'm gonna cook this simple syrup on medium-high heat until it comes to a boil, and then I'm gonna simmer it for 5 minutes before I add my cranberries. I'm gonna be adding 4 cups of sugar, 4 cups of water, and then 8 cups of cranberries. So while my simple syrup is heating up, I'm gonna make a quick cranberry relish. I'm gonna do this with raw cranberries. It's gonna be 2 cups of cranberries, an orange sliced in half with the rind on, and the seeds taken out, and a half a cup to a cup of sugar, depending, it's to your taste. So this relish you can use as a side for, like turkey or fish.
As good as it can be.
There you go. All right. My simple syrup has been simmering for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add 8 cups of cranberries. All right, so my cranberries are cooking. I can hear them popping. They should all pop, and I'm going to continue cooking them until the sauce gets the thickness that I like. That's, personal preference. And to test the thickness, you can either use the back of a spoon and see how it coats the spoon, or you could take a small plate and put it in the freezer and then drop some onto the plate and test the consistency that way. All right, so back to the relish. We're going to add half a cup to 1 cup of sugar, depending on how it tastes. So start with half a cup.
Wow.
Okay, so you're gonna wanna let this sit in the refrigerator for an hour or two before you test it to let it, all the flavors combine and the sugar to sweeten the mixture.
If you want to keep it in a refrigerator, you can. And if you want to put it in a freezer, you can do that too.
All right, can you scoop it? Let's scoop it into these jars now.
1, 2, 3. So this is our
A relish.
relish. So this is what it looks like when it's in a jar. So we are going to put it in a fridge, or you can put it in a freezer.
All right.
Either two.
All right, so my cranberry sauce cooked down until it was to the consistency that I like. I got 9 half-pint jars out of the 8 cups of cranberries. I'm gonna hot water bath those for 15 minutes, and then they should be done. I left the skins on mine. I didn't puree it or anything, but if you wanted to, if you don't like the texture with the skins on, you could take like an immersion blender and stick it in there and, you know, grind them up so it's more of a smooth sauce. So I'm just wiping the top of my jars to make sure there's no chunks of sauce. You want to make sure that your lid and your jar have contact all the way around so you get a good seal. Load these into my hot water bath canner and cover them with 2 to 3 inches of water, and then get them up to a boil before I set my timer for 15 minutes. Alright, so my jars of sauce have been processed for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to take them out and set them in a spot where I can leave them overnight. You want to make sure they don't get bumped or anything, or you'll lose your seal on your jar. And it'll be a lot of hard work for nothing. So I'm going to put them here on the counter on a towel and let them sit overnight.
I'm making a fake video.
You for her.
Yeah, with this camera.
It's gonna be so good with some chicken or some turkey. I can't wait. that's it for me today. If you ever get the chance to pick some cranberries for yourself, I hope you take advantage of that. And it's really been a worthwhile experience for us, and we can't wait to try some of this delicious sauce.